was going by, right? I was like, God damn, I've been married almost friggin' 11 years at this point. And I started thinking like, you're not in it. I love when people do that. I've been married for 45 years. Be like, woo! It's like he could ever chain to a radiator, all right? You have no idea what is going on. Jesus Christ, you can't always be thinking positive, people. Come on, you gotta fucking keep your head on a swivel. Maybe she wanted to leave and I won't let her. No, I like to think we're happily married. So I just started thinking, man, we've been together for like 11 years, and then I just started thinking all these stupid fights I'm having with her. I don't remember what half of them are about. She agreed to spend her life with me and I'm being this curmudgeonly asshole and I'm kind of ruining a little bit the one life she had. So I'm sitting back there, I'm looking at his dead head and I think to myself, I could not look at it. Where else am I looking? There's a fucking dead body there. I'm listening to your eulogy? I'm not. I'm looking at that like, is that gonna be me someday? I guess it is. Jesus Christ. So at that moment, I was like, you know what? I think in the back nine, I'm just gonna try to be a little more agreeable. Just try to go with the flow a little more. Now, I didn't think this was a big adjustment to my relationship. Turned out to be huge. I didn't realize I was that fucking disagreeable. Evidently, I was. Because I quickly noticed my wife talks to me in a regular voice. She doesn't like what I say. She'll give me shit back. She breaks my balls or whatever. But I noticed, though, whenever she was going to ask me to do something with her, that she thought,
and I realized that I have been carrying that shit around and being like, all right, well, that's why I drank the way I did. That's why I've trashed women the way I did. All the fucking shit, I knew every fucking thing I did, good and bad, in that moment. It's like, all right, so now I got to get sober and I got to fucking work my way through this shit because, my wife's, I don't know if you guys noticed, I have a bit of a temper. No, not you, Bill, yeah. So here's the thing, but I didn't think, I'm so fucked up and grew up such a fucked up time that I didn't even think I had a temper. Because I was like, well, I don't fucking yell at people in my house. Like, I don't curse my wife out. I mean, we get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get into it with her, but I don't go like, oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking bitch. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't yell at my kids. But what I do is, I still do is I flip out. So, like I said, I didn't think that this was a problem. My wife told me it was a problem, but I don't listen to her. Why would I listen to her? All she does is criticize. I got nothing but bad reviews on the fucking husband Yelp. It's just all, didn't enjoy the experience. Thumbs down, half a star, never get a fucking attaboy. Right? So it just becomes white noise after a while. Like, oh, what, am I doing something wrong again? Oh, yeah, you again. Okay, great. Great. What did I do? What did I do this time, huh? What do I have to work on? Go ahead, fucking let me know, right? So I don't listen to my lovely wife like an idiot, like the idiot that I am. So one day I learned a harsh lesson, okay? It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got 2 kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast. Like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little Grand Slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I have my meeting. Because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking morning to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place. Flipping the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2.5 at the time, comes running into the kitchen with big tears in her eyes, just going like, I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, shit. So I literally just squatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah, yes. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You do that thing with a kid where you turn him around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in? And I just had to sit there like I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. And she was like walking away and I'm just sitting there like thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like, what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just want to be fucking alone, but I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was gonna have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was gonna come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in and she's just like, so, you wanna discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there. Just give me a second. I know I fucked up. She doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right. It's her kid, too. So she just wants it. I'll tell you right now, if you think you're going to do this in this fucking house, then all this shit. And, she was right. She was 100% right, but I wasn't ready to hear the information. So she just sort of zoned out. My kid's here. And I'm just sitting there, laying in the bed with the nerve to be upset with her. She didn't do anything. I'm just staring at her mouth as it's moving, not hearing anything. I just started thinking of the news. Like a news story just popped into my head. You know that news story every once in a while? You'll see it like every year and a half. You just see some guy never committed a crime in his life. Went to church every week, helped old ladies across the street, and then out of nowhere, he just kills his wife. I'm thinking, like, it's got to be from times like this. It just have something to say. You just have, like, I don't know, I just fucked up, but she was right. I knew she was right. So I sat there, I fucking took it, I will say as an aside, I think, the next time you see a guy who never even cheated on his taxes, and then out of nowhere he kills his wife, I think it's high time to bring back the question, what did she say? Okay, just say it, all right? Examine the problem from 360 degrees. So anyway, I love my dad and everything, but there's things I want to improve on. So the great thing that I have done is my kids are not afraid of me. And every time I have fucked up, I've gotten down to my kids' level and let them know that I was wrong and I apologize. So the great thing is my kids are not afraid of me. So now, my daughter's a little bit older. She's like 4.5 now. So now whenever I start flipping out, she actually has been helping me to stop. Because the second I hear that cute voice, I can't. So anyways, I'm a married man with a kid. Happily married man. Yes, I am. I love my wife to death. I love everything about being fucking married. But I'll tell you this right now. We do fight a lot. We do argue all the time. If I've learned anything in 5 years of being married is we're always working on me. Evidently, my wife is this completed work under museum glass that is to be admired and studied. Like, how did she do that? And I'm like one of these guys, those buildings that just has scaffolding around it for like 6 straight years. So you're like, are they ever gonna finish that thing? Is that some sort of insurance job? Jesus Christ, what a piece of shit. You should just tear it down and start over again. Yeah. I have a temper. So that's the thing. That's what kind of ruins things. Everything else I do is fine, but I have a fucking temper, and it just ruins shit. And then my wife always says the same thing. She's always just like, I just don't understand. Where did that come from? Where is that coming from? You just go from 0 to 100
In 2 seconds. It's like, first of all, I idle at 75 miles an hour. All right? So don't give me this 0 to 100. I walked into this restaurant at 75. I could hear that guy talking too loud on his cell phone from the fucking parking lot. Yeah, I fucking tried all of this shit, you know. Whenever she says that to me, though, I swear to God, I just don't understand where is this coming from? It actually hurts my feelings when she says that, you know? Because it makes me feel like she's not listening to me. It's like, honey, how many childhood stories do I have to tell you before you follow the breadcrumbs to the absolute lunatic that you married? Didn't you ever take a psychology class? I'm not that complex. I gotta tell you, though, she was right. Right? I go up to Paso Robles. I hate picking out outfits. All of my outfits were laid out like I was some 8-year-old kid, you know? And I'm just sitting there like, this is my breakfast outfit. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to have waffles and some bacon, maybe even some pancakes. Now I have on my sport coat. Ooh, I'm a big boy. I'm going to talk about the environment and have some drinky poos, right? And, dude, we got along great. Got along great. We looked great in the pictures. We ended up hooking up. We had a fantastic fucking time. And I've just been doing that, and I've never gotten along with her better. That's basically what it is. All you have to do to make them happy is just once a month agree to some shit that you would never fucking do. That they want to do, and they'll just be like happy as hell. Yes, exactly. Basically, what you guys are looking at here is a broken man. After 20 years, she finally got the saddle on my back. She's petting my neck. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Which way do you want me to pull the wagon? Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Agree to whatever dumb shit. And you can't just agree. You gotta be enthusiastic about it, you know? Like farmer's market? Oh boy, would I! Oh my goodness! Is corn in season? Well, shit, I'll hold the bag. I'll take the game. Don't worry about it. Because I know, this ain't about me. No.